Aloha. Welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson, and these are some of the stories that may interest you today. Today is Earth Day, but the Earth doesn't care. If humans want to stay living here, we simply need to abide by the 4 rules of ecology. 1. Everything is connected to everything else. 2. Everything must go somewhere. 3. There is no such thing as a free lunch. And 4. Nature knows best. Hawaii Senator Brian Schatz introduced legislation today that would require financial institutions to assess the costs and risks of climate change. The Earth doesn't care. Either we follow the rules or we don't. Kilauea doesn't care either, but you would never know it by the celebration the volcano put on display at 3 a.m. this morning. The 18th eruption resumed at the summit with 650-foot-high lava fountains from both north and south vents pouring molten rock into the crater floor. There are those in the legislature that don't care about doing what is best for the Earth, that is. Civil Beat is warning that there are 2 bills still alive that would roll back public input and permitting requirements under the Coastal Zone Management Act. If passed, the bills will pave the way for unsustainable shoreline development, ignoring the reality of sea level rise. The article repeats the old adage that turning your back on the ocean is never a good idea in Hawaii. Spearfishing is good for you, as long as you're not the fish. A new study from UH found that rooted in Hawaiian culture, it promotes food security, physical activity, cultural identity, and community well-being. One scientist said, "Spearfishing is more than a sport. It is a way of living." The Hawaiian people took care of their environment and honored it because it sustained them. Many of us feel the same way. Our oceans are precious, and we must fight to keep them healthy, as they are truly suffering from the careless behaviors of human beings. Here is a report from Addison Binning.
Have you ever wondered what the ocean provides you? Our oceans support us in so many different ways. They provide us with food, support the economy through tourism, and even provide medicinal products. Even most of the oxygen we breathe is provided by our oceans. Oceans also contain some of the most diverse ecosystems, supporting over half of all life on Earth. Hawaii's marine life is so unique, many species found here are endemic, meaning they can't be found anywhere else on Earth. Our oceans face many threats, like marine pollution, reef degradation, and overfishing. Marine pollution comes in many different forms, such as pesticides and nutrients used in agriculture. Plastics are also entering oceans at an alarming rate, and discarded fishing nets and lines are resulting in animals becoming entangled. Pollution can also be in the form of noise from shipping and drilling. Unsustainable fishing practices and overharvesting have resulted in a substantial decline in marine species. Coral reefs, which are hotspots for biodiversity, also face multiple threats, including warming ocean temperatures caused by climate change, which can cause coral bleaching and even death. Even our actions when enjoying ocean activities like snorkeling can have a negative impact if not done responsibly. So how can we help protect our oceans? Here are some actions you can take. Reduce your plastic consumption. You can reduce your plastic consumption by replacing single-use plastics with reusable items such as bottles, sandwich bags, straws, and utensils, or by choosing compostable alternatives. And by consuming less plastic, you can reduce your carbon footprint. Practice proper reef etiquette. Remember, the reef is alive. Avoid touching or standing on the reef, and practice proper dive posture. If you need to take a rest, take a stand on the sand. Do not touch, handle, or feed marine life. Species like the Hawaiian green sea turtle and Hawaiian monk seal are protected by law, keeping a safe distance when observing them in their natural habitat. Some chemicals in sunscreens are known to negatively impact marine life. Choose mineral-based sunscreens like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Choose sustainably caught seafood. If you like seafood, take some time to research and learn about the food you eat. Many programs like the Monterey Bay Seafood Watch and NOAA's Fish Watch are great resources to help you make more informed, sustainable choices. Thank you for watching this video to help bring awareness to our oceans. We can all play a part in protecting our planet to conserve it for future generations.
Well said. Running is good for you as well. The Boston Marathon was held yesterday, and Maui has been running its own version for more than half a century. The 55th annual Maui Marathon returns to the west side on Sunday. The race will start and finish in Ka'anapali and go through Lahaina on Honoapi'ilani Highway. It is not too late if you want to run. You can sign up at the Maui Marathon Health and Fitness Expo at the Westin Friday and Saturday for the full race, half race, 10K or 5K events. April showers are supposed to bring May flowers, but the Trump tariffs aren't making it easy for the flower trade. Local tropicals are immune, but in recent years, total sales have wilted to a 50% decline in flower sales. Flower industry folks are saying that tariffs will drive up the costs of imported varieties like roses, orchids, carnations, and other flowers from places like Colombia, Ecuador, and Thailand. Chef Sheldon Simeon, the acclaimed Maui culinary wizard behind Kahului's Tin Roof and Tiffany's on Lower Main Street in Wailuku, will bring his award-winning cooking to the garden aisle next month as part of the inaugural Poke Masters Table. This is a new signature event kicking off the 5th annual Kauai Poke Fest at the Koloa Landing Resort. Hey Sheldon, if you're listening, Maui wants a Poke Fest too. See what you can do. Maui County's labor market conditions have improved as of March to the highest level since the August 2023 wildfire disaster. The non-agriculture payroll job recovery rate is above 92%. The unemployment rate was at 3%. Which was the lowest since the wildfires. The Maui Fire Department has announced that their partners at the Hawai'i Wildfire Management Organization are hiring. So if you're passionate about helping communities prepare for recovery from wildfires, this may be your chance to help their mission. For more information, visit this website. Maui County is preparing to send the federal government a plan for how it will use $1.6 billion in disaster relief funds. The latest version includes funding for new rental housing and first-time home buyers, and the option to reimburse residents who are already rebuilding their burned-down homes. The plan was due today and should be taking effect by this summer. Yesterday, TMDR reported that 40 employees of UH and 36 research programs were cut by Trump's budget acts. University of Hawaii President Wendy Hensel reports that the school has been hit with $30 million in federal funding cuts. Yesterday, she found out those cuts have been increased, with another $6 million terminating or pausing 48 research projects and affecting 82 employees. Hensel also took a firm stand in support of Harvard's resistance to Trump's interference in higher education and academic freedom, declaring there are things no university could agree to and still remain a university. There's a new shelter on Maui that can house up to 20 men who need a place to sleep. Chaplain Ministries held a soft opening yesterday on Wai'ehu Beach Road for a formal blessing. According to organizers, there are more men who are homeless right now. There are women's shelters already, and there are single-parent shelters, but there's not a lot of men's shelters, And last year, Chaplain Ministries received a grant to fill that need. The County of Maui Department of Parks and Recreation will be accepting applications for the fall 2025 period. Permit applications will be accepted for recreational use of pools, gyms, fields, stadiums, and tennis courts during the activity period. That period is from August 1st to December 31st. Special events, tournaments, and assemblies are not covered under this permit type. Applications must be submitted by email at this address. You can also drop off applications in person at the Maine Department of Parks and Recreation Permits Office. And finally, some Good Earth Day news. Against all odds, 9 Guam kingfishers, once declared to be extinct, were released into the wild on Palmyra Atoll Reserve in 2024, and they're thriving. Yesterday, it was reported that the first wild eggs from that species in 40 years have been laid in their new home. The bird was wiped out on Guam by the invasive brown tree snake back in the 1980s. Now this look at Akaku Primetime, airing all this week on Akaku Blue, Channel 55.
All this week on Akaku Showcase, Channel 55, from 8 to 10 p.m., a special Earth Week presentation. The Greenpeace Rainbow Warrior sails into L.A. with Deborah Harry.
And this is it's a really special ship. There aren't very many like this.
Martin Sheen.
Are you a Rainbow Warrior?
I would like to consider myself one, yeah.
And Greenpeace founder, the late, great Bob Hunter.
Essentially, it was an anti-nuclear thing to begin with that grew step by step into an environmental movement.
And Diane Ladd.
Some pretty good company here today.
You bet I am.
The Greenpeace people?
I just told him he's the Robin Hood of the seas.
Hunter.
The Robin Hood of the seas.
After that, the last butterfly, an extinction of a species.
I am Dr. Strangelove. Strangelove of the flies. Butterflies have, I think, very good press. People enjoy butterflies, and I think butterflies have an image equal to that of pandas and birds and other things that you think of as being beautiful.
After that, Redwood Summer, the battle for the trees.
All species
United will never be defeated. All species united will never be defeated.
Private property, get your ass off the property. It's almost gone. They've raked the land up here. It's a fucking mess. How do you feel?
Arrested.
All Earth Week long, from 8 to 10 p.m. on Channel 55, Akaku Showcase.
Boy, lots of great archive footage. And before we go, we have a look back to last year on Molokai, 1 year ago today, celebrating Earth Day.
Once again, this event coincides with the 54th National Earth Day celebration on Monday, the True Earth Day, Monday, April 22nd. This event started in 1995 when the Nature Conservancy of Molokai, with the help of Penny Martin, became the lead coordinators. The event is co-sponsored by the East Molokai Watershed Partnership and the County of Maui. We'd like to thank and give a big wow to Mitchell Paoli Center for helping make this celebration possible. So once again, our theme is Ikavama Mua Ikavama. And that means hope, learning from the past can guide the future. And to think globally and act locally. You can learn about the watersheds, Ahupua'a, endangered and rare plants and kahuli tree stills, native plants, and take one home if you want to. Fish ponds and reefs, erosion in soils, agriculture and water conservation, Molokai deer management and invasive species, Hawaiian cultural implements for hula and lua, native birds and conservation management, marine species, fish, whales, monk, seals, and honu, and how they reduce, reuse, and recycle. Hawaiian medicinal plants, health and holistic healing, how to live more sustainably, and about solar energy, Kilauea National Historical Park, and conservation internships, and academic opportunities. That's all the things that you can learn about going into the Bishop Hawai'i Center.
And remember, everything you do to help our planet, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. That's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us. And please keep watching Akaku, channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or on your phone 24/7 with our app, Maui Stream. This is how we stay connected. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson. Have an enjoyable Tuesday night. Be happy, stay healthy, and keep smiling. Aloha.